Employee benefits. Retirement benefits 401k. W. Bright & Sons offer an investment plan in which you can enroll and do a payroll deduction to fund. Depending on the financial position of the company, a 3% match could be available. Employees are available to enroll after 1 year service. Health insurance benefits. W. Bright & Sons offer health insurance coverage for its full-time employees. On a single plan, W. Bright & Sons will contribute up to 50% of the enrollment cost. The remaining balance will be funded through a payroll deduction. Currently, 2019, the employee costs are $50.15 per week. Employees are available to apply after 90 days of employment. Other paid absences. Funeral leave. Available to full-time permanent employees. The company will grant employees time off in the event of a death in the immediate or extended family. The amount of time off normally not to exceed 3 working days and to be determined by the individual circumstances of each case. Paid time off will be limited to the available sick time or vacation time. Inclement weather. Kentucky has been blessed with a great weather essentially year-round. From time to time, we have weather systems that affect us regionally or even on a small-scale neighborhood basis. This policy addresses those circumstances and allows us to approach weather-related changes in an organized, practical, and safe way. All employees are expected to report for their scheduled work shifts. Shift may be altered at the manager's discretion in response to the weather conditions. A. Full-time permanent employees will be allowed paid time off to available vacation time for reported absences due to inclement weather. Part-time employees will be paid for actual hours worked. Termination. During probationary period. Generally, the probation period will provide the basis for projecting the continuation of your employment. During this period, you or the company may initiate a termination without notice. The employment relationship may be broken by you or the company at any time. Okay. Voluntary. If you determine that you're going to discontinue your employment with us, we ask that you give as much written notice as possible, at least 2 weeks before making such a decision. Please take the time to discuss your reason with the store manager. He or she may be able to give you assistance to help eliminate the cause of your resignation. Involuntary. To be discharged as the result of a rule infraction, poor performance, or other cause is a situation you and only you control. Being discharged is a serious matter and is a detrimental factor on the individual's employment record. Should it be necessary to release you under these conditions, your employment will be considered to have terminated exactly at the time of discharge. You will also lose your accrued sick and vacation days. Employment purchases. As a benefit of W. Bright & Son, you'll receive a special pricing on the purchases that you make. The price level is determined by your employment status. All employees receive a cost plus 25%. 1. All employees are eligible. 2. Purchases can be made for you, your spouse, and immediate family living with you. 3. Promotional prices are occasionally better than employee pricing. Under these circumstances, sale items will be sold at the sale price. Employee purchases of promotion goods may be arranged in advance of the event during the early buy window. Once that window closes, employee purchases will only be allowed with the manager's approval after the sale end date. 4. Cashiers are not allowed to ring up their own sales. 5. Abuse of this benefit will result in loss of special pricing, and continued abuse will lead to further discipline up to and including termination. Employee charge account authorization. Employee charge accounts are at the discretion of management. 1. It is expected that each employee will keep his or her balance current. Past due balance will be subject to finance charges. 2. Credit limits will be set by the store manager. This limit can be reviewed and adjusted as circumstances change. 3. Abuse of this benefit will result in suspension of charge privileges and or loss of employee discount. Continued abuse will lead to termination. Your last paycheck may be subject to the payments toward existing account balances. 4. The term of an employment charge account will change after termination of employment. Workers' compensation insurance. All paid personnel are covered by workers' compensation as required by law. This insurance provides benefits for injuries or illnesses arising out of or occurring in the course of employment with the company. Any injury should be reported immediately to your supervisor. Failure to immediately report on-the-job injuries may jeopardize any claim or benefit. Report to the payroll clerk and fill out an inquiry form. This is mandatory.